What's going on, everybody? This is Matt the StarCraft, and I am back with Game 3 between a purple Terran Goody, and now he's red. So, red Protoss. ROOTfayth, he has changed his colors every game. Last game, last two games, ROOTfayth, in fact, is lost. The first game was very heavy Marine, well, I should say very early aggression, 3 racks aggression, 2 with Tech Labs, 1 with the Reactor, Marine Marauder, that just forced him to quit the game really, really quickly within about 8 minutes. The second game was a big push with siege tanks, and ROOTfayth tried to do something cute and put like a proxy Stargate kind of off distance of the map, but Hellions were able to discover that really quickly before anything even popped out of it, so shut down his early air aggression very, very quickly and very decisively. So he was kind of behind ever since then, and Goody kind of attacked and really just shut him down really quickly as he was looking forward to taking his third. And in doing so, he GG'd before really much went on as far as aggression goes. Go check out those two games. Very good play from Goody and ROOTfayth total. I do love the Root team. They're awesome. And Goody, I thought, and he still might be, correct me if I'm wrong, part of ESC, so definitely not totally sure on that. Looks like we're going to do some sort of silly, not silly, wow, I shouldn't have said silly. Some sort of wall off is what I meant to say. And with barracks, nothing uncommon at all, so we'll see where that leads us. So yeah, every game we've seen him do 1 racks orbital. And also I wanted to say my volume has been pretty loud these past few games. Let me know if this is still too loud or too quiet. I want to make sure you guys can hear me, but can you still hear the action in the game as well? I want to make sure we have a good balance there. I think I have it at about 12 right now, so I hope that's good enough. It was at 17 before. So we are going to be playing on Metalopolis here, one of my personal favorite maps. I really love Metalopolis, one of my favorite maps. And is this probe going to get away? He is sneaking around. He's getting a good scout. Sees 1 gas is down. Is going to steal gas for the 3rd time. He has stolen gas every single time. And really has forced Goody to do certain things, but really hasn't affected him that much and is still lost. Quite handily lost, might I add. So we'll see what that happens. Maybe he'll drop a proxy pylon. Any good Protoss drops proxy pylons and sneaks around and is all sneaky. But anyway, as I was saying, Metalopolis, one of my personal favorite maps. I really love this map, especially if you still spawn close proximity. It's only really close air, and you still have a good distance of ground to cover. As far as these alleyways are concerned on this map, you have 2 really deep alleyways, and it forces you to commit your troops. I've said in one of my previous videos, if you decide to move on out with your ground troops, it really forces you to commit. Say you decide you want to move all the way down here and you have your troops over here and all of a sudden he has air. It's such a long freaking hike all the way back, and it really can screw you over. Even if you're close distances, you could have your troops down here and now your army's out of position for any sneak attack or air attack. So I love this map just for that matter, and the 2 gold are smacked in the middle, so if you want to grab a gold, you really need to defend your little butt off to keep it. And really makes you think before you grab it. And even if you don't, you can expand right around the map, right over here or right in the bottom, depending on which way you go. So I really love Metalopolis. It's my personal favorite map, right next to Xel'Naga Caverns. Metalopolis has been around since beta, so it's an oldie but goodie. And Goody's playing the game. Okay, terrible joke. So anyway, it's an oldie but goodie, and the Blizzard has recognized this and just has kept it in the map pool ever since. So thumbs up, Blizzard, great job. I love your map choices for the most part. There are a few that I disagree with, like slag pits, but conversation for another day. We are going to be grabbing a bunker up front to do some walling, so we'll see him throw some Marines in there, probably in a factory again. And a starport, so a 1-1-1 opening with a 2nd gas, grabbing a little bit late, so probably just enough to endure in time to perhaps we'll see some sort of cloak banshee play like we did last time, or something similar, so we'll see what happens there. No add-ons for any of the buildings yet. Oh, nope, as I speak, we are now dropping a tech lab, so sometimes what you'll see is he may be dropping a tech lab, and he may swap his starport and his factory, or he may be grabbing Blue Flame Hellion, so we'll see exactly what goes on there. I wouldn't be surprised to see either a switch with the starport and the factory or Blue Flame Hellions. They will be finishing up close around the same time, so we'll see what he does with this, if anything. He is going to be switching, so there we are. That is his decision, going to be switching with the starport. So the tech lab will be down, so perhaps some Banshee play. We'll stick around and see what happens there. He's going to move this down, moving his SCV out of the way. And what are we going to see? Cloak. So yes, some Cloak Banshee play. Awesome. I love it. I love that so much. And we have a stalker poking out, just scouting around, making sure there's any fishy business going on, or any SCVs, grabbing any of those Zelnaga watchtowers, because any free SCV kills are good. Looks like we did do a 2-gate expand, I believe. Again, yes, we did, with Warp Gate almost finishing up here. So he is going to be able to expand. It looks like he'll be able to continue trying to work on that macro build he's done so hard to do. But this expansion is going to be on time, thanks to not having grabbed an early Stargate and a Proxy Gate, for that matter. So that's good. He'll be able to get that macro up and running. Learned his lesson, I guess. Robo Facility is going to be dropping down, so we'll probably see some more standard Colossus, Stalker, Death Ball-ish play, like we do see from so many Protoss. I do love the fact that they have changed the 4-gate time for an extra 20 seconds on that Warp Gate. It really allows every Protoss who ever existed who only 4 gates to not do that anymore, and really it forces the Protoss to think into a later game terms. Though the 4-gate still can happen, it just pops up at such a later time that whoever they're 4-gating against has a chance to just kind of fight that off. He's going to get a free probe kill and scoot on out of there with the mission successful, and kind of just grab a beer and drink it on the way back. Drinking and driving totally not allowed in real life, but if you're playing StarCraft, why not? Your Hellion can drink and drive, and he's going to have a beer to celebrate his 1 probe kill. Scooting on back. We are going to have another Tech Lab dropping down. Is that going to be for our factory? Yes, it is, in fact. So maybe we'll see some blue flames now. We are going to grab a command center as well. So thinking about that expansion, I really like that. Always thinking about the expand, especially since he knows that Protoss is expanding. He knows he has no choice but to expand. Grabbing that engineering bay. Maybe we'll see some upgrades dropping down relatively soon. The Robo Bay is going down for ROOTfayth, so definitely going to see some Colossus, although the Observer should be popping out of that as well. There it is right there, popping out, and especially since he's got a Cloak Banshee harassing the hell out of his probes. Sorry, I missed that. If we take a look at workers killed, he has killed 3 units and 3 workers, so definitely a successful mission, but he did just lose it, didn't get it out of there in time, so though he was able to kill 3 workers, losing the Banshee over that, probably not worth it. Definitely not as much as he wanted to do. Probably was just not paying attention and lost it just from this micro. So a little bit of a loss on Goody's end, but nothing too terrible that'll set him too far back. He has Siege Tech searching up, but there's not any more Banshees. He has enough Banshees. I guess 1 Banshee was enough for him. Dropping another pylon, so not 1 powering. No Artosis pylons for ROOTfayth. He says we should make a poster for that Artosis pylon question mark, not for Goody, or for ROOTfayth rather. Nobody wants an Artosis pylon, and if you don't know what that is, go check out, go search, go Liquipedia it or whatever what Artosis pylon is, and you'll understand the joke. It is quite funny for all the StarCraft community. Killing off that Hellion while I was doing some harassment there, always good to get a free kill. Though it seemed, I'm assuming he expected to lose that, so nothing that Goody wasn't expecting. Gateway dropping down now as well. They are kind of both sitting back and just teching up and macroing up. A few siege tanks on the way. He is moving his expansion over. He has a few SCVs here just chilling. We do have double Vikings popping out, so he is expecting Colossus play. We do have this missile turret just in case it is good for anything, especially against Colossus. That's the thing about Colossus, they're so big they take air damage and ground damage, but they're so damn good at their job as well for murdering people. We do have another Banshee on the field I was not aware, and it looks like he's taking some damage, so I missed a small attacker harassment. I apologize. My fault. But nothing big, I am sure, as it looks like the saturation is fine, and he does have, I'm assuming it was right over here, since he has a Observer and two Stalkers here, and I'm still very upset that my iced tea is empty. I'm gonna try and swallow it anyway. I love my iced tea. It's Nest tea in a can, my favorite. I'm dropping a few more gateways, getting ready to pop out some more units. Definitely want to get ready. He has been killed by early to early game to mid game aggression at around this time, so he has prepared. He has millions of pylons here powering everything, so if he takes out a pylon, not really going to do much as far as his production goes, which is always a good thing. Really fully saturated this natural and his main, so Goody is looking really good as far as saturation goes, as well as ROOTfayth, so they're both just kind of sitting back, upgrading the day away. Extended thermal lance almost done, along with a Colossus and another one queued up. Is it going to finish in time? Just right before extended threat on the land. So we've got double forges up here for double ups. I like this pylon placement here. Perfect placement, just because you can catch those drops, especially if he's coming by. You'll be able to see it. Whether you can see in here or not, you will catch that drop in the air with this pylon. So I really like that. A lot of Terran do tend to drop. It's kind of a heavy style for Terran if you've ever played them, and they having this pylon here allows to stop that. If you're a Zerg, you usually place an Overlord in this alleyway over here just to make sure they are not doing some loop-de-doop drop. We do have a Hellion scouting out, making sure he hasn't expanded to any third bases whatsoever, but he will quickly find out he has not. He has scanned here, though, knows what he's looking at, and is probably going to prep himself to either, it's going to be a cure. Is he going to want to grab another base? Is he going to want to push? Is he going to try and grab a gold? So we'll see what kind of decision making he is going to make. If we look inside here, they're both really just sitting up and taking up. He has another factory with a reactor going down, so heavy Hellion play for them, and another one on this one. This is a tech lab, so we'll see siege tanks or something popping on out one way or another. Thors, perhaps, if we have an army on the way. We do have another command center as well, so always thinking about grabbing his third, which is something that most people want to do, is make sure you're constantly expanding, keeping that economy up. He has a lot of Vikings out. Wow, he has a lot of Vikings. So really expecting some sort of heavy Colossus play. We do have a couple Colossus out, but not anything that's insane. Going to take out that Hellion, maybe think about grabbing his third as well. There's the probe going up now. He does have enough minerals saved up. The fruit is right about even as well, so these guys are both looking really good. I'll pop this out here for you to help you guys keep up. They're actually exactly even. I love this nameplate feature. It's one of my favorite things they've added. Now what Blizzard needs to do is add the ability to watch replays together over Battle.net. That would be amazing, and that would help out so much, especially since I have a couple dual casts coming up as well. He is moving a huge amount of army out right now. Is he looking to do a little bit of a push? It looks like it. We have 4 Colossus, I'm sorry. Bunch of sentries, some stalkers, and some zealots, and he is expanding behind this aggression, so that is so smart on his end. But it looks like we are going to have Xel'Naga Watchtower here, so if he decided to cut across the middle, he is going to catch this. And it looks like he may. No, but the other SCV is going to catch that push, so he's going to know that there's a big old push coming. We do have an observer chilling at the edge of the base to see what kind of army he's looking at right outside the. Oh, never mind, dead. Okay. Poor observer, did not stand a chance. But here we go. He is, as I said, expanding behind the aggression, which is exactly what you want to do. Shooting off with this Goody, good Banshee right here, almost dead, but did survive to see another day. And what is this going on down here? As he's being attacked, he is expanding as well, and he has put some SCVs in here, so he doesn't have to send out a million SCVs down the road to their death. So he is expanding, and here we go, moving on in. Get ready to see some force fields, and there we go. Siege tank already taking a shot and backing up. Just knows that is out there waiting for him. The siege tank siege on the high ground, I assume. Yes, a couple right here, a couple on the low ground as well. So this one actually who did the shooting. We have a Banshee right here, just scooting on back, kind of cloaked, kind of hurt, tail between its legs, running on back home. He is going to continue doing this right here, and he's going to pull back. Looks like he was going to do like a fan attack, maybe force Goody to make some units and use his economy on army instead of droning up. So I actually really like that move, doing a feint attack. A lot of pros, you'll see them do that, is they'll feign an attack, but not really do anything with it. Kind of poke in, maybe, make it look like they're about to big push, force the enemy to make a bunch of units, and then pull on back. Really just trying to focus their economy on army instead of making them drone up, where while he's doing that, he can continue to drone. We have a couple upgrades going down for Goody. We have level 1 vehicle and level 1 vehicle weapons, so 1-1 for vehicles, and Thor on the way. Like I said previously, Goody tends to be a heavy tech player, so we're seeing that now as he's pumping out Thors and really getting those weapon upgrades for those mechanical units.